that even when I know somebody is guilty of something, I still ask questions. So Diddy, is he guilty? Probably, yeah. I believe he's guilty. There's enough evidence around. He looks pretty guilty. But when the media's attacking him, I sit and think. I don't sit and think, Diddy's a piece of shit, Diddy's a piece of shit. I don't get programmed in the media. I sit and think, why only him? All of Hollywood's doing it.
Okay, so word around the block is that Andrew Tate absolutely lost his mind after Justin Bieber allegedly made some seriously disturbing confession about Diddy, and honestly, I don't even know where to start with this mess, because the internet is literally on fire right now. People online are saying that Justin finally opened up about some things that went down years ago when he was just starting out in the industry, and apparently whatever he said has Andrew Tate spiraling in a way we've never seen before. Like, ladies, imagine being so pressed about someone else's story that you have to go on a full public meltdown about it. That's allegedly what's happening right now, and trust me, this rabbit hole goes deep. So reportedly, Justin Bieber sat down for some kind of intimate conversation. Maybe it was a podcast or an interview. I don't know how true this is, but the rumor mill is saying he got really vulnerable about his early days in the music industry. Now, we all remember baby Justin, right? The kid who was discovered on YouTube, got signed super young, and suddenly he's hanging out with all these powerful industry executives and celebrities. People are saying that Justin made some comments about feeling uncomfortable in certain situations back then, specifically mentioning parties and gatherings where Diddy was present. And guys, tell me why this always happens with these young stars who get thrown into the industry before they're even old enough to understand what's really going on. But wait till you hear what happened next, because this is where Andrew Tate comes in, and honestly nobody was expecting him to even comment on this. Allegedly, Tate saw whatever Justin said, whether it was a clip or a full interview, and he just went off on social media, like completely unhinged, posting voice notes, tweets, video rants, the whole 9 yards. Word is he was saying something along the lines of Justin being weak for speaking up now, or questioning why he didn't say anything sooner, and people online are absolutely dragging him for it. Because here's the thing, Andrew Tate has his own messy history with controversy, right? The guy's been banned from multiple platforms, there's been all these allegations about him, and he's constantly talking about masculinity and power dynamics. So for him to come at Justin Bieber about this, the irony is not lost on anyone. Reportedly, Tate's meltdown included him saying that men in the industry need to be stronger and not play victim, which honestly just shows he completely missed the point of whatever Justin was trying to share. I don't know how true this is, but some people are saying Tate felt personally attacked by the confession because it shines a light on the darker side of fame and power, things that Tate himself has been accused of exploiting. Ladies, imagine someone who's facing their own legal troubles and controversies trying to lecture someone else about how to handle their trauma. Like, make it make sense. Now let's rewind a bit, because Justin Bieber's history with Diddy goes way back. There are literally old videos and photos of teenage Justin hanging out with Diddy, going to his parties, being mentored by him in some capacity. People online are saying they always thought those interactions seemed a little strange, especially looking back now with adult eyes. There's this one clip that keeps resurfacing where Diddy is talking about spending 48 hours with a young Justin and how they can't discuss what they did together. And honestly, the way he says it just sits wrong with people. Allegedly, Justin's recent confession was hinting at feeling pressured or uncomfortable in those situations, not explicitly accusing anyone of anything specific, but just opening up about the general weirdness of being a child star surrounded by powerful older men. And trust me, this part will blow your mind, because Andrew Tate's response allegedly wasn't just about Justin. Word is he started going off about the entire music industry, calling out what he perceives as weakness in male celebrities, and basically saying that if something happened, people should have fought back or spoken up immediately. But guys, tell me why someone who claims to understand power dynamics would victim blame like that? People are pointing out that Tate's whole brand is about dominance and control, so maybe he feels threatened when someone powerful like Justin admits to feeling vulnerable or manipulated. Reportedly, the internet split into camps real quick. You've got Team Justin saying he's brave for finally speaking his truth after years of being in the spotlight and dealing with so much scrutiny. Then you've got some people who are weirdly on Tate's side, saying that celebrities play victim too much and that Justin had all the resources to speak up sooner. But then there's this third group, probably the largest one, that's just confused about why Andrew Tate inserted himself into this situation at all. Like, what does this have to do with you, sir? Ladies, imagine being so desperate for relevance that you have to comment on every single trending topic, even when it has nothing to do with you. Now here's where it gets even messier, because allegedly Diddy himself hasn't said anything publicly about Justin's confession yet, which is interesting in its own right. People online are saying the silence is deafening, that maybe there's some truth to whatever Justin hinted at, or maybe legal teams are involved telling everyone to shut up. I don't know how true this is, but some gossip accounts are claiming that other celebrities who were around during that era are privately supporting Justin, but are too scared to say anything publicly because of how powerful Diddy still is in the industry. And wait till you hear this connection, because Andrew Tate and Diddy actually have some weird parallels in their public personas. Both of them built empires around this image of extreme masculinity, wealth, power, and surrounding themselves with beautiful women and luxury. Both of them have faced serious allegations and legal issues. So maybe Tate's meltdown is actually about seeing his own reflection in a way? People are speculating that he freaked out because Justin's confession, if taken seriously, would force a conversation about how powerful men operate in these elite circles, and that hits a little too close to home for someone like Tate. Reportedly, Tate's followers started attacking Justin online, calling him all sorts of names, questioning his masculinity, bringing up his past mistakes and controversies. And guys, Justin Bieber has no shortage of past drama to pull from. Remember when he was going through his rebellious phase, getting arrested? The whole Selena Gomez on-again, off-again saga, the Purpose tour cancellation, his struggles with mental health? People online are saying that Tate's crew is weaponizing all of that to discredit whatever Justin is trying to say now. But ladies, imagine having your lowest moments used against you when you're trying to speak about something serious. I don't know how true this is, but word is that some of Justin's close friends and his wife Hailey are furious about Tate's response. Allegedly, there's talk of legal action being considered, either against Tate for defamation or harassment, or maybe even opening up a bigger investigation into what actually happened at those parties years ago. People are saying that Justin didn't want this to become a huge public spectacle. He just wanted to share his experience. But now it's turned into this whole thing with Andrew Tate making it about himself. And trust me, this is just the beginning, because reportedly other former child stars are starting to speak up too, not necessarily about Diddy specifically, but about the industry in general. People online are saying this could be a turning point, like a Me Too moment for young male artists who felt exploited or uncomfortable but were told to just be grateful for the opportunity. But then you've got people like Andrew Tate fighting against that narrative, saying it's all weakness and victimhood, which just shows how divided people are on these issues. Word around the block is that Andrew Tate's business partners and associates are actually worried about his meltdown because it's bringing negative attention back to him right when he was trying to rebuild his image after all his legal troubles. Allegedly, some people in his circle are telling him to shut up and stop inserting himself into drama that doesn't involve him, but Tate being Tate, he allegedly doubled down and kept posting. People are saying he even went live on some platform ranting for like an hour about masculinity and the entertainment industry, and Justin Bieber specifically. But wait till you hear what people are saying about the timeline, because allegedly Justin's confession wasn't even supposed to go public. Word is it was part of a private therapy session or a closed conversation that somehow got leaked or was shared without his full consent. I don't know how true this is, but if that's the case, then Andrew Tate's response is even more disgusting, because he's basically attacking someone for their private vulnerability being exposed. Ladies, imagine going to therapy, opening up about your trauma, and then having some random internet personality attack you for it. Reportedly, there are also whispers that Justin might release a full statement or even a documentary addressing his early years in the industry. People online are saying that if he does, it could completely change how we view that era of pop music and the relationships between young artists and their mentors. But guys, tell me why every time someone tries to speak their truth, there's always someone like Andrew Tate ready to tear them down and make it about toughness and masculinity instead of just listening? And honestly, the more you look into Andrew Tate's history, the more this meltdown makes sense. This is a guy who's built his entire brand on never showing vulnerability, never admitting weakness, always being in control. So when someone like Justin Bieber, who's rich, famous, married to a beautiful woman, seemingly has it all, admits to feeling powerless or uncomfortable in certain situations, it probably threatens Tate's entire worldview. People are speculating that's why he reacted so strongly, because if even Justin Bieber can be vulnerable, then what does that say about Tate's philosophy? Word is that some big names in the industry are quietly watching this whole situation unfold, trying to decide if they should say something or stay silent. Allegedly, there are group chats popping off, PR teams working overtime, and a lot of nervous executives worried about what might come out next. I don't know how true this is, but some gossip sites are claiming that this could open the floodgates for more confessions and revelations about what really goes on behind closed doors in the entertainment world. And trust me, the drama keeps getting worse because reportedly Andrew Tate started bringing up Justin's relationship with Hailey, questioning whether a real man would handle things the way Justin is handling them, basically trying to emasculate him in every way possible. People online are not having it though. They're pointing out that Justin has been open about his mental health struggles, his faith journey, his marriage, and that takes more strength than whatever tough guy act Tate is selling. Ladies, imagine your husband opening up about something difficult and then having some stranger attack his character for it. But wait, there's more, because allegedly some of Andrew Tate's old associates are starting to distance themselves from him over this. Word around the block is that even people who usually ride for him are saying he went too far this time, that attacking someone who's trying to process trauma is crossing a line. I don't know how true this is, but reportedly there are sponsors and business connections reconsidering their relationships with Tate because of how he handled the situation. People online are also pointing out the generational divide here. Andrew Tate represents this old school, toxic masculinity approach where you never show weakness, never admit fault, always dominate. But Justin represents a newer generation that's trying to normalize vulnerability, therapy, emotional intelligence, and healing. So in a way, Tate's meltdown is him fighting against the cultural shift that's happening, and he's losing that fight badly. Reportedly, Justin hasn't directly responded to Andrew Tate yet. And honestly, that might be the smartest move because engaging would just give Tate more attention. But word is that Justin's team is documenting everything just in case they need it later. And guys, tell me why the people who scream the loudest about strength and power are always the ones who seem the most insecure? And believe me, this is just the beginning because allegedly there are more people planning to come forward with their own stories, more receipts being gathered, and more conversations happening behind the scenes. Whatever Justin Bieber said about Diddy and his early experiences might have been the spark that lights a much bigger fire, and Andrew Tate's unhinged response just threw gasoline on it.